know this guy. He went from being a chaotic party animal to a spiritual guru with a podcast. And now he's being accused of grape. This is Russell Brand, and he's from Essex. Russell was born in 1976 and his parents split up when he was only 6 months old. So his mum raised him as a single parent. Then, when he was only 8 years old, his mum got diagnosed with cancer twice. That meant Russell spent a lot of time living with relatives or being on his own. At 14, he developed an eating disorder, bulimia, which is rare in boys and even rarer for that time period. Around the same time, he started experimenting with substances. Russell was always the dramatic one, super expressive, kind of eccentric, and craving attention. That energy led him to drama school in London, where he studied acting, but he got kicked out for, well, showing up to class drunk and not following any rules. He bounced around a few drama schools, dealt with homelessness for a bit, and kept struggling with addiction. But through it all, his quick wit and unique style started to shine through. It's the early 2000s and Russell Brand was outrageous, loud, inappropriate on purpose, and somehow always dressed like Jack Sparrow if Jack Sparrow had a coke problem and liked poetry. He got famous in the UK for being a stand-up comic and a radio host, but not the wholesome kind. By 2006, he was hosting the UK's version of MTV, showing up half naked to events, throwing sex jokes like it's confetti, and sleeping with anything that moved. Like, he would literally bang a tree if he could. And that's not an exaggeration. He claimed that he slept with over 1,000 women. Ew. And obviously, Hollywood loved him for it. And he started to star in a lot of movies. He played a sleazy rock star in Forgetting Sarah Marshall, then again in Get Him to the Greek, which is basically just a documentary about his actual life, if we're being honest. And then, suddenly, he changed. In 2003, he completely dropped substances, and at first, people were really surprised. And then, he starts writing books about addiction and mental health, and he sounds like he's got his life together. He begins quoting philosophers, talking about trauma and childhood pain, and suddenly, he's not just the party guy anymore. He's the reformed party guy with a message. And then somewhere in there, he marries Katy Perry, the pop star. The marriage lasted only 14 months after Russell allegedly ended it via text, right before she went on stage. And let's not forget when he tweeted a photo of Katy Perry without makeup, right after their divorce. No caption needed, the internet did the rest. That's rough. Post-divorce, Russell fully pivots into spiritual philosopher mode. He's all about meditation, yoga, consciousness, and speaking really passionately about society being broken. He launches a YouTube channel, grows his massive following, and becomes the internet's favorite truth teller. He's dropping videos about capitalism, pharmaceutical companies, corrupt elites, you name it. And honestly, he made some good points. His breakdown of the media system is spot on. However, in 2023, everything changed. Out of nowhere, woman came forward with serious accusations. We're not talking about rumors or bad dates. We're talking about criminal charges. One woman claimed he assaulted her in his Los Angeles home. Another said she was only 16 when they dated, and that he referred to her as the child while dating her. I'm sorry, what? There were messages, emails where he allegedly apologized for his behavior towards these women. So was his transformation real, or was this just a really clever rebrand? So now in 2025, Russell's being criminally charged in the UK, and he is due back in court on May the 2nd. And the public is divided. His fans think it's coordinated smear campaign, whilst others say nope, the receipts are too real. Meanwhile, he's still posting on his platform saying he's innocent. Here's a video.
I've always told you guys that when I was young and single, before I had my wife and family, we're just out of shot over there, my beautiful children, I was a fool, man. I was a fool before I lived in the light of the Lord. I was a drug addict, a sex addict, and an imbecile. But what I never was a rapist. I've never engaged in non-consensual activity. I pray that you can see that by looking in my eyes.
He claims that they're trying to silence them. I don't know who he means by they. So here's the question. Did Russell Brand really change, or did he just get better at hiding it? Was he really evolving, or was he just rebranding himself to stay relevant in a world that loves a redemption story? And now that the spotlight's back on him, is this a fall from grace, or just the beginning of another twisted chapter? Let me know in the comments.